clearance and lineage required before entering. You do not appear to belong here. Clearance and lineage required.
Hermod, on behalf of the Aesir, with a directive from Odin. High upon the orbital string, I seek entrance.
We of the World Tree shall not interfere. The way is open.
The Aesir have come. They have broken the pact of the fallen.
Introducing Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory and page 20 of our final FNAF timeline. This is getting ridiculous. Last time we covered William Afton's rise as a serial killer, how the loss of his young son in 1983 caused him to make one fateful promise that would ultimately
Withdraw.
serve as
We
his
have what we need.
I will put them back together, fueled by grief and obsession. He didn't lose himself in work to grace. One night, in a fit of rage, he lashes out against NBC.
Die like heroes, brother! Our lives go on!
About this miraculous power leads him to produce the Funtime animatronics, as well as their capture devices. Robots designed to bring kids to him for experimentation and collection of more remnant. Except
Deep
there was
neural
one thing
scan.
he didn't account for.
Retrieve.
His daughter's curiosity.
Verify.
He made the robots too appealing,
Analyze.
and it would cost him Elizabeth's
Cross-reference.
life. Now with two children
Why?
put back together, Afton was more desperate and crazed than ever, returning to defunct pizzerias to steal the possessed metal still living inside their walls. What he didn't account for, though, were the
This
ghosts,
will be
forcing him
war.
to pay for the sins of his past. When last we left him, William was spring-locked, bleeding to death behind a secret wall. Gone, but certainly not forgotten, as we're about to see in today's video. Today, we're finishing up Chapter 2 of our story, wrapping up the Afton era. Over the next 6 pages, we switch our focus to the other main character
Hear
of the
me,
franchise,
all
Mike, a
ye
young
hallowed
boy dealing
beings,
with
both
fallout
high
stupid
and low,
childhood decision
of Heimdall's
tragic
children.
consequences. A young man
Thou
whose life
will,
is best
O
described
Father,
as
that I well set forth the fates of the world, as first I recall.
Now, before we begin, let me just rip off the band-aid now. We won't be finishing the timeline today. I know. I'm sorry, I wanted to, but covering FNAF VR, AR, and Security Breach wound up taking me an additional 9 pages of script. And I've already made you wait long enough for this part, so I just had to make the executive call to break this one up into 2. Don't worry, that part is already written, it is already recorded, it is just in the process of being edited. It is a hefty episode. So mark it on your calendar, that one's actually going to be going live on March 25th. It's also coming complete with a live talk back where we go back over everything from the past couple episodes, as well as having ourselves some very special guests. So overall, that one should be a lot of fun. Fair warning though, conclusions are that's so Security Breach, very controversial. I do feel like they're gonna raise a lot of discussion. Let's just say that I love that episode, but I hate it. I don't really think there's gonna be much in between on that one. Anyway, without any further ado, let's cover a chunk of the timeline that's a lot less
Pulled
controversial.
another body from the
Let's
channel.
meet
Ripped to shreds. I don't know what the hell could
William's
do
still
such a
looking back
thing.
weird.
The Aesir
Michael knew
don't
his
protect
father
us like they
sometimes
used
traveled
to.
for work.
They
Disappeared
lounge
days on end,
around in their
but there was some
palaces
sort of
while
notice.
our asses hang in the wind.
Something.
Sick of
It's not
their
like
worthless
Michael and his
talk.
father were close. Far
Our
from
time
it.
will
As a
come.
household of 2
Just you
suffering
watch.
men coping with years of They were united by a name and a shared pain. This time, though, things felt different. William had left nothing. His absence was longer. There were no check-ins, no updates, just silence. Something had happened. If there was one thing Michael knew about his father, it was that he had contingencies, safety checks, backup plans. His father was a careful and guarded man. He held his cards close to his chest, and as such, William had prepared him in the event that something like this ever happened. Normally, his father kept his home office locked, but in the event of an unexpected, prolonged absence, Michael had been instructed
Why
to
you
enter his
serving
father's
him?
office and look
He could
behind
be the
an
one
empty
doing
set of
all the
shelves
killing
mounted
around
in the
here.
room.
Well,
Rolling his
stranger,
eyes, Michael
what's your
entered the
excuse?
office. Never fully understood how William was able to spend so many hours of his days locked up in here. There was just
Hey, I'm
nothing
talking
do.
to you,
Most of
damn
this
it.
place was empty. He dragged himself over to the shelf in the corner, expecting to find emergency contacts, family safety deposit But what he actually found there was complete.
Move.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be.
The shelf swung open and revealed a giant industrial elevator, one that led straight down into an underground bunker. But that was impossible. Hidden inside his childhood home was a secret entrance to an enormous underground
Please,
science lair?
my lord.
It didn't make any sense.
We don't
Seriously.
want
Here it was, mapped directly everyday problems, but clearly he'd been living with back way into the facility, one that required crawling through vents to navigate. His father had been working here, but in secret. Why? And that's when he found her. At the end of the facility, Circus Baby. His father's pride and joy. Except something was different.
My name is Christine, and I live in
This wasn't just a robot. Somehow, was she alive? She also felt why? What was this place? Experimenting on kids? Were all the rumors that he'd heard throughout his past actually true? That the animatronics came to life at night? That there were murders done in all the pizzerias? That his father had somehow been the prime suspect in all of it? Suddenly, Michael's mind tears stung in his eyes as anger, fear, and confusion filled his body. His father's secrets were pouring out. William wasn't just a lame, overworked father. He was a monster, toying with life itself. Suddenly, everything clicked. He frantically looked around the room, blinking human heads out of holes, staring back at him. Green eyes, his sister. Blue eyes, his brother. Closed eyes. All just staring. Humans working out here trying to make believable humans, literally rebuilding the family that they had Were those meant to be his sister? A replacement for her? A clone? Was William building clones of his sister? They seemed to know him.
They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you.
He always did have a bit of a resemblance to his father. Michael's mind reeled as the reality of his world crumbled to dust. No, he had to get them out of there. If this really was his sister, heck, if any of these things were human, souls, whatever remnant of the humans that they once were, they needed to be rescued.
They always put us back inside. There's nowhere for us to hide here.
Led by the voice of Circus Baby, he marched through the now empty halls of the Funtime Auditorium. He would lead them. He would protect them. And finally, he would be able to forgive himself for the killing of his brother so many years.
You are in the scooping room now. The scooper only hurts for a moment.
Scooper? That violent extraction arm? Michael had seen that one in the pile of blueprints. Something about heat rendering the magical silver metal inside useless. In reality, prior to getting himself spring-locked and put behind the wall, William's methods had become increasingly sophisticated, with a mechanized arm that could infuse new bodies with a soul. William could finally give and take away life. The only thing he needed were the bodies. But William wasn't the only one looking for bodies, as Michael was about to learn.
But if we looked like you, then we could hide. If we looked like you, then we would have somewhere to go.
Michael was going to be the hero to help these animatronics.
Without their
He
masters
was going to help the haunted tubes and wires of these animatronics escape, just not the way that he anticipated. His sister had lied to him. another game of pretend. The scooper plowed
The
forward,
World
digging
Tree
its
welcomes
stretching arm
you.
into his body as he heard
I
his bones
represent the
ripping through his flesh.
non-organic rational nanosystems, or NORNs. We were created to administer information and guidance on your journey through our realm.
For the next several months, Michael's life was not his own. He was forced to comply with the tangle of wires and spirits that lived inside of him. His body felt like an overfilled balloon begging to burst as day by day, week by week, his flesh began to sag and discolor. He was a walking, talking, rotting corpse, alive, but wishing he wasn't. He was a puppet, a walking shell. And while he did his best to conceal his fate, there was only so much a man filled with robot spaghetti could do. The entity in his innards would eventually leave, but by that point, the damage had been done. His decaying flesh stank, turning him into a literal purple guy. But still, even with no bones, even with rotting purple flesh and begging to die, Michael continued to live. That silvery metal remnant injected by the scooper meant that he couldn't die. His anger also refused to die. What he had seen down there in his sister's location had rocked him to his core. His father had killed and captured dozens. His experiments had killed his sister and then tortured him throughout all his
The
childhood.
fate
He
of
was
all
actively trying to
Azir
build
is to
human
wage
replicates.
battle.
He didn't know
From
where his
here,
father
you may
was, but Michael knew that he was out there somewhere.
I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you.
Michael had to correct for the sins of his father. He had to make things right. Michael would
Freddy's new birthday cake shake is here. Get the new birthday cake shake online or on the Freddy's app today.
Opera GX. Opera's brought back
These
features
are
on
the
modern web
warrior
browsers
classes of the
Easily in a
Azir.
matter of
Each
seconds
an
with
expert
GX.
of its
You
own.
can
The
pick through several different
champion
themes.
represents
Including
Odin's
anime.
divine force of
Upload one of
retribution,
your own photos,
a
use as the background to your
favoring
web browser.
technological
There's even an option for
gadgetry
animated
and
things with
standoff
Opera
methods
which
of
will really make your
warfare.
browser your own.
The Commando Special,
choose
a
between
master of
built-in light dark
cybernetics,
mode,
as
which
well
is an
as
absolute
mundane
necessity for
combat.
people with sensitive
The
eyes like myself.
bioengineer repairs
Set aside.
damage
If you're in the
sustained
middle
on the
of watching a
battlefield.
series,
Favor
there's a
the
feature that
chat
lets you
with the
separate your
blessings
videos
of
from your
Odin
browser to
and
make it just a
runes of
floating adjustable
protection.
video frame,
The
eliminating all the
defender
extra
is
clutter on
the
your screen while you
berserker
do better study,
delights
work,
in
or
the
game, or get
fury
sheltered
with the
your favorite
blessings
shows.
of Odin.
If you're
The
more of a music person
champion
for your background
represents
noise, GX has an option
favoring
for that too.
technological
You can log into
gadgetry
your preferred
and
music streaming
standoff
platform
methods of
directly from the
warfare.
sidebar.
The Commando
It's also
specializes in the
lazy like
use
me.
of
You just
mines,
don't wanna bother redoing all your
countermeasures,
bookmarks,
a
cookies, and all
master
that.
of
Opera has a quick
cybernetics,
import
as
feature
well
that
as
swaps everything
mundane,
for you.
favoring technological gadgetry.
GXR
would burn Fazbear Entertainment to the
The
ground.
Wells network all of the Azir, humanity,
Michael's
and
strategy was
beyond.
simple. He would apply for
Fair-
night security guard positions at the old defunct pizzeria locations. That way, no one ever had to see him or smell him during his shift. And all these old shuttered locations did need guards. Teenage vandals and squatters were always looking to get inside these abandoned buildings, and yet no one ever really wanted to work with them in graveyard shift because they were practically not options. And one by one, he would take on the job of security, changing his name each time to ensure that he was able to follow his paper trail. Once inside, he could tamper with the animatronics and figure out how they worked, writing about his experiences in the security log. Well, there he would listen to the
900 clicks
old
east of the
circle
wall and
management
counting,
report
Alpha
that
Wolf.
welcomed
Steady and heading
summer
to
jobs,
07.
even though he worked there nowhere near
We have a
the
reading,
city.
sir.
He heard
A
the
large
noise
structure.
of his
That's our
father's
target.
franchise from
Set
outsiders
deployment for 2 miles out.
afraid about what was
We
happening.
are almost in range, Lord Mulder.
Sometimes he would see his brother inform the Golden Freddy scene. It's me appearing on the walls around him. Except now,
Stow it, trooper.
yes, sir. No longer alone. Another angrier presence.
Pass the wall, boys.
As if to
Might actually run into something uglier than a berserker.
Golden Freddy
Don't
would
count
back
on it,
him.
Wolf.
His aggressive
Monsters
his
tell
vengeance
stories
would
of
lash
me
out
to
at
frighten
anyone
their
who would
children.
Anyone who wore a security guard outfit. Over time, Mike worked his way through the old restaurants, which were Freddy Fazbear's. He spent weeks there looking for clues as to his father's whereabouts. Each time at the end of his week's shift, he then set the fire and then began surviving on the so burning away whatever spare lane the animatronics that still existed inside the scene. Hallucinations that were coming back in his childhood. The guilt around killing his brother. His dreams were oddly mixed with the shrill phone calls of the security guards. But it would all be worth it in the end. The goal was to eventually 2023, an advertisement advertisement came across Mike's TV. Fazbear Frights, new horror.
Something wrong with your harness, Trooper?
Awful crimes that occurred around
no,
Freddy
sir.
Fazbear's Pizza so many years ago. It made Mike sick.
Sir?
People looking to make a quick buck
What is
off
it?
the tragedy of others.
You ever been
Off
out this
his
far?
own family. This wasn't a joke or
Humans this
entertainment.
far beyond the
Regardless,
wall
he had to be a
generally
part of it.
don't
This
come
team
back.
was combing through his family's history. They might stumble across something that could be useful. And if his father was truly still alive as he suspected, there would be no way that he wouldn't show up here. Maybe finally. Finally, this could be the final chapter in his family's marathon of tragedy. Mike applied for the job.
It's
and was
a good
immediately
day to
keen.
die.
Years of doing this
You
and taught him that
always say
security
that.
guards
It
rarely
always
receive thorough
is.
security checks. He also liked how creepy Mike looked. They on theme for the job.
Let's go, Wolf! Came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time.
For weeks, there was nothing. But just as Mike considered giving up, he received the call that he'd been waiting for years.
You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one.
This, sure enough,
You're not waiting for
inside
us?
his iconic gold
Time to go to work, Wolves!
Now,
What kind of monster lives in a
they-
place like
there
this?
they were, a small family of broken men finally. Mike had always struggled with the phantoms of his past haunting him, but now all the animatronics he had controlled over the past months hopping from pizzeria to pizzeria suddenly sprang to life. Their burned faces haunted him as he tried to track his father.
All clear. Second Wolf. We'll set up operations here. Yes, First Wolf.
Ultimately, they were
Bjorn,
harmless, more
Jensen,
annoying than anything else.
set
But
up
there
a
was
security
one that
perimeter
felt
and
different.
rotating
One
patrols,
that
as
was
Odin
more than
bids.
just a mere
Yeah,
vampire.
yeah.
The
I want
security
communications
was
and first aid up in
just the right
10.
moment. You
Devin,
could see it
Sigmund,
floating there
get the
through
gear
walls.
unpacked.
You could even
On
see the
it.
reflection
Sure.
in
Let's
the
get this
walls.
command post up and running,
It
Wolves.
seemed like he wasn't the only one there on a mission. While he was dealing with Springtrap, Michael assumed that this one was likely dealing with the spirits of this place, finally setting up the rest. Hopefully this means a happier day for all of us, Mike thought to himself. And in that moment, he felt the air around him release, like pressure being let out of a bottle. The building sighed, as if 5 spirits had finally been allowed to move on. He had the sense that his brother was a part of them. He rigged the wiring inside the building to misfire, and the dry, desiccated walls erupted in flames. It is finished. Except it was not.
Assault
Somehow,
squad.
through sheer
You're
force
with
of
Balder.
willpower,
Move out.
he had survived, and Mike needed to find a new way of finishing off his father. Luckily, the solution presented itself not from Mike, but from another victim that had been left in his father's wake.
You're talking about becoming a Fazbear Entertainment franchisee, restaurant ownership and management, something almost anyone can do with a limited degree of success. You are now the face of the newly rebranded Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Fazbear Entertainment as a brand had been closed for years. William had been stuck in a super wall. The only person who legally could bring the franchise back was Henry, but he'd largely pulled out of the franchise around the time of his father's disappearance. Something was up. Surely this had to be some kind of a trick, right? Mike, doing what he did best, applied for a franchise and immediately got the job. There was just one thing out of the ordinary. Paragraph 4.
If you are playing this tape, that means that not only have you been checking outside at the end of every shift, as you were instructed to do, but also that you have found something that meets the criteria of your special obligation.
Nothing but ghosts here, First Wolf. The place has been dead a long time.
Now he knew something was up. Henry was luring them all back. Rather than trying to go to them, like Mike had done for years, Henry was doing the opposite. He was putting them all under the same roof. He was finishing them off.
What was that?
Mike knew this wasn't meant to be.
It's a long way down. I can't even see the bottom. You will if you don't shut up,
so they
Private.
could finally end the madness. It took a few nights, but eventually everyone was there. His father, puppet, he had been instructed to seal the doors and leave, but while he locked everything down,
There, on that statue. See how it shadows? Hold and watch your guard! So much for the easy way out.
Too bad. We still got plenty of ammo.
all of them trapped inside of a literal box. As the flames danced around the office, Mike, for the first time in decades, decades as they happened. But William wasn't gone yet.
How come the lights are on? Isn't this place
place
supposed to be empty?
This goblin stuff seems to be powering it. Like they cut into the original circuitry or something.
Whatever this place is, it smells bad. The smell of death is soaked into these walls. And revel in the smell, for there will be a lot more of it before we're done, boy. Great, something to look forward to.
Then they started coming. Without warning, animatronics will...
Whoa! Take the high ground! Let them come to us! Take your time! We have the advantage! Make those shots count! Hit the thing!
She's a Valkyrie! Come to take Ishbor to Valhalla!
Taking revenge actually did the one thing that made the downfall for so many others. They kept William
Why
alive.
in Odin's
Even though
name
fire
are
should
we
have
here?
destroyed the remnant that was coursing through his being, Cassidy kept William breathing, paving the way for his escape. William's will was so strong, his soul so powerful that he managed to report himself inside the circuitry that howls the spring-locked suit, and there his consciousness lay, inside a single circuit board, waiting for someone to find it and set it free. A person that no one would suspect. Okay, so a bit of a shorter chunk, but an important one as we shift perspectives to Mike and tell his side of the story. You know, with FNAF VR, AR, and Security Breach having so much to explain, I didn't want to rush through things by trying to cram it all
Lord
in here.
Balder,
Don't worry, I know you've all
Lord
been patient.
Heimdall
The
has
final
requested
video
your
is
presence
happening on
within
March
his hall.
25th. That is locked. It
I'll
is getting
inform him
ready
that
to
you're
go.
on your
Trust
way.
me, I want this thing to be over and done with as much as you. I am not just stretching it out for the views. But before we wrap up for the day, I did want to talk about the big Orville elephant in the room, Mike's request for revenge. You might have noticed that I was vague about the dates, and there's good reason for that. I don't know him. There's no good way for me to make him fit in. Here's what I do know. We know with a high amount of certainty that Michael Afton is the character that we play as up until Ultimate Custom Night. Mike Schmidt and Fritz Smith, the security guards for FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 respectively, get fired for, quote, tampering with the animatronics. And
I have had many humans call my hall the cliffs of heaven. Ironic that it represents our world as it once was. Every day I am reminded of what we are fighting to restore. Every day I am reminded that we fight for the benefit of mankind.
Repeatedly calls attention to the burned texture for these phantom animatronics. Why is that so unusual, though? Fazbear
Welcome
Frights
home.
is the first time
How are
in
you
the
feeling,
franchise that
brother?
we hear about
I would
anything
feel
burning
better
down.
if we
From
had
that
caught
point on
the
in the
beast.
story, it's like the characters
Any
turn
trace
pyro
on
and
the
are
arm?
suddenly setting fires left and right. But for
It
the
is
first
definitely
three
of
games,
machine
nothing ever catches
origin,
fire.
but of a
The
design and
animatronics were just
composition that is
moved or
totally new.
repurposed in some way. So when did they
You said
burn?
it
And why would our
consumed
security
one of the
guards
bar's
see them
patrons?
as
Yes.
being burned?
It
Someone
bit a
has to
man's
have
head
been
off
going
and appeared to
location
drink
location,
blood
setting
from his
these
neck.
places on fire,
Why would a
purging the
machine
sins
do
of the
that?
past. We know we're
For
definitely
nourishment,
playing as Mike
perhaps?
and sister location
Maybe
in
it's
FNAF
part
6 based on
organic with
Abe's
synthetic
diet. And in
components.
FNAF 4, there's an
Without the
Easter
whole
egg where we
specimen,
can hear the
anything
phone
is
call
but a
from
guess.
night one of FNAF
I will
1,
take an
meaning that
expeditionary
whoever's in
force
that
to
bedroom
secure
has
one.
heard
There
the
will be
recording
no
as a
expedition,
security guard.
Balder.
We also
Our
know that Mike
attention
has seen
needs
the
to be
nightmare
elsewhere.
animatronics based on his drawings
Hell
in
has
security
dissolved the
log.
Pact of
So
the Fallen,
overall, there is solid evidence
sending
that
task
connects all of
forces on
FNAF's 1
unimportant
through 6.
quests.
We
Also
are
notice how
humanity's
characters
protectors.
Wikipedia doesn't
We
have
cannot
a
sit
page on
idly
the
by
gap.
as they
This
are
thing has a
eaten
page
by
for
this
Chocolate Bunny
monster.
Bonnie, but not Michael. Some tells me they don't want us
Very
to confirm
well.
how many games he's
A
been in, 'cause that
small
would confirm
expeditionary
too much
force
of
shall be
fear.
put at your
In short, this
disposal.
gives us an incredibly compelling and complete narrative.
Take the high ground. Take your time. We have the advantage. Make those shots count.
Is that thing dangerous? Send them all to hell. Kills his brother and that's when he finds out about his secret life. Also, when he
Think you're a bit too alive for her taste. What a way to go. Valkyries don't come for your kind. Wouldn't want a hero from nurses.
But more importantly, we see nothing like a little action with the date 1987. That is way earlier than I think it can be. To be fair, Fritz Smith's pink slip on night 7 doesn't have a date, but it's a bit weird to say that the first few nights are in 1987 and then employee number 3 is hired on years after the restaurant closes. Anyway, just wanted to call that out because I don't have a solid answer for it, and I'd love to see your comments down below. And with that, my friends, this chapter comes to a close. We'll see you on March 25th for the grand finale as we cover the final 3 games in the franchise and the controversial answers we think solves what those games.
I want some
you were right.
soup.
Should I use this?
Yeah.
Should I just see what happens?
Knife.
Knife. Knife. Knife. Knife. Knife.
Knife.
Knife. Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live, where today we're answering the age-old question, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a fruit.
Ash. Ash is scrambling. Wildly scrambling.
It's definitely more fruity.
Okay, well, great. Well, we solved that. Well done.
I mean,
like, I'm noticing when I downloaded this, there's
What?
Mr. Tomato, but then there's Project Ouroboros,
Is
which
it a
is the
snake?
yeah, it's the snake eating. Anytime you hear Ouroboros, it's the snake eating its own tail.
Gotcha.
It's the cycle of just like repetitiveness, and getting like lost in yourself. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious to start with that, but
Right.
we'll end with that. I don't
Okay.
know what that is,
Great.
but that came literally when you hit the itch.io download page. Actually, it's over here. When you hit the itch.io download page, it's Mr. Tomatoes, and then it's like question mark. Not sketchy at all.
I was gonna say, you downloaded the questions.
You know, whatever.
Live life on the edge.
He's been kind of spicy today.
That's true.
Yeah.
Have I been spicy today, Ash?
Yeah, you've been taking risks, making choices.
Yeah, what was the riskiest choice that I made today?
Well, you are wearing blue with a yellow shirt, and you're only one primary color away from collecting them all.
Gotta catch 'em all, primary colors. Let's play this game. Okay.
Ooh.
Warning, this game contains flashing and creepy images.
Welcome to my game, buddy.
They totally gave you enough time for that.
Hold up. Hold the phone. First off, there were a bunch of ANDPAIN.
Welcome
I don't know if
to
that's supposed to be.
buddy.
Oh, we've got a person just staring at us.
Hi.
Hi. I mean, you can walk in.
No, I just stepped already.
What's? Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Tim moment.
Epic Tim moment.
Whoa.
Here, wait. Here, you have to wave hi now.
Just
You were
for
quick.
one tomato.
Get that hand. No, you're not there. There it is. Yeah, there he is. You're gonna see him in a future GT Live.
Yeah.
He's so red. He's redder than Mr. Tomato. Oh, we're gonna educate Tim. We're gonna educate Tim all about FNAF. This is great. Oh no, this is definitely making it in. So anyway, okay, hold on. Okay, Mr. Tomato. Back to Mr. Tomato after getting interrupted here.
Okay.
So real quick, do we have Word on here? Do we have any sort of Word pad or something I can like paste this image onto? Okay, real quickie. That's Z. There we go. Okay, I noticed the letters were different colors, and that's always a red flag for me. This A-N-D-P.
And pain.
Yeah, and pain. A-N-D-P-A-I-N. Okay, this game contains flashing and creepy images, loud and creepy noises, psychological pressure, blood, talking tomato, and a lot of fun, and pain.
And pain.
Oh, cool. All right.
Ouchie.
Just how I like
So-
my games.
Yeah, painful.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Emotionally scarring.
Wow. Learning a lot about Amy. It's
I like
fine.
The Last of Us. What can I say?
No, that is emotionally
I know.
scarring. What do you think about the show?
I love it so much. So much.
It's great, isn't it?
Ooh.
Okay, so we got Mr. Tomato. We got.
That's worrying.
I am very glad that you decided to help me.
Yeah.
I would like you to feed me because I'm very hungry.
Yes.
And I can't eat on my own. I want some tomato soup.
I want to. That I feel like that's I don't know. The fact that you want tomato soup is a bit concerning.
We're having cannibalism weekend again.
Cannibalism week.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want a carrot.
Right. The fact that you chewed the soup is very concerning.
It's tomato soup.
There is nothing in that except for tomato.
That is the worst, like the most creepy thing so far.
Also, well, we just started, so we're all golden. Yeah, he was, and not just chewing it, like aggressively chewing it. I didn't hear what he was saying. I was still befuddled by the chewing.
He said.
Water, carrot, or turkey?
A carrot.
Carrot. Okay.
Yeah.
I want an egg.
Okay.
I want bacon.
Okay. He's a hungry boy.
I want some green.
Some cream. I want some cream.
Some berries and cream.
What are the berries and cream? Berries and cream. What's this? Worcestershire sauce?
Or chocolate sauce.
Oh, maybe chocolate sauce. No, maybe it's peanut butter. It does look like a large, like almond
Almond butter?
butter. Maybe that's what it is.
I want to eat some salad.
Okay, I want to. Again,
With tomato.
right, the amount of times that he's consuming tomato as a living sentient tomato is alarming to me.
I mean, maybe it's the same logic of like a world in Disney where Goofy can be also owned.
It looks like a vehicle track or something. Freight, perhaps. It's a funeral path. The dead were moved along these tracks. These tracks lead to Helheim.
I would argue that this was more similar to a turkey.
Eat some salad.
He's really into a salad. He really loves his salad.
Come to Papa. Come on, boys, let's party.
Salad.
You like that?
First Wolf, the Goblin's activity has reactivated portions of the facility's systems. And those trams? Funeral boats. An ancient way to Valhalla. Be taken.
key and change them by pressing right and left.
It never stood a chance.
The number of remaining items will not be displayed.
Wake me up when the real fight breaks out.
Yes, I agree. Okay, hold the way back. What do we got? Okay, scissors, small and sharp disposable scissors that can easily cut loose fabric or thin rope. Flashlight, disposable handheld flashlight that can illuminate a small area for a small amount of time. Knife.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Are we ever gonna kill this?
Well done, wolves.
Delicious candy used to cheer up and creature no time so if you get angry.
Over there. I got ammo on top of that.
Come on, Wolf! Hold on! Not enough wolves! By Otis, there's hundreds of them! Really, Pup? This is thirsty work. If we make it out of here, I'll buy you more meat than even you can drink. I'll hold you that much.
Leave some for me! Acquiring target. I got it here! I don't feel so good.
Okay. Give this man his meat and potatoes. He loves his cream.
I want cherry.
Alright, more.
Cherries and cream.
I want potato.
Just potato.
Yep, that's it.
This reminds me of Jumpstart.
Ooh, carrots.
Carrot soup.
This looks like soup with carrot bits in it. Or is this soup? Or is this just soup? Is this... See, he said meat, I want chicken and potato. So
Yes.
he said and before, whereas this is carrot soup.
We've never used this.
Feed to the wounded. You get a reading on that? You need a reading? It's freaking huge! I think we're in trouble. You're moving fast, recruit. I don't think this thing is gonna die! We need to find a weak spot. There's no other way.
His anger. Oh,
just sauce.
I needed that.
I want a carrot.
Right? It was a different thing.
Yeah.
Man, he keeps going back to that.
Why bowls of
Very well.
water in them?
A small
Right, that's gotta be
expeditionary
water.
force shall
Well,
be
that
put
was
at your
the example they
disposal.
used in the menu.
Ah, Sister Freya.
Welcome home, Baldur. You've been greatly missed.
Baldur has
Sure,
captured an
let's play
artifact belonging to the enemy. I was
Alright.
thinking that perhaps the Norns
What's
could
on a
aid
plate?
us. If you could take him to them.
Alright,
Of
sure.
course.
Great.
I doubt there will be a problem. We can go now if it's important.
Baldur seems to think so.
Alright.
I will leave you in Freya's capable hands.
Okay, we gotta do it one more time to earn our... Because we're at 339.
Yep.
We're almost to kitchen knife. One more.
One
Let's go.
more tonight.
Feed that tomato.
Welcome back.
This is so weird.
It carries over.
Ooh, it does. So we have 30.
Oh,
boy.
I see where
It's
this
good
is
to have you
going.
back.
Okay, he wanted carrot
For a
soup.
while, many of us thought that you were truly lost.
So we know that carrot soup
few
is
of
an
us had
individual
faith.
item.
Yes.
We don't know. That's why you have
one of them?
Cut the bag
You have to open a
open.
bag so you can see
See,
what it is.
we were so greedy with the knife.
If I had not already made my vows to Niana.
One of the main ways that
What's
I like
been
to
and
use
gone is
Grammarly
done.
is to take the stress out of
But
responding to
perhaps
emails.
we could
But I
start
used to
anew.
We could knife the bag
If you
open.
So we
need
have a
someone,
50-50
I'd
shot.
be here for you.
Which one do you
I
think
will
is the
keep
soup?
that in mind.
Let's clear the soup. Oh no!
Come on. We don't want to keep the Norns waiting.
Oh! Oh!
Our greed has led us astray.
A glass of milk.
Okay. I think it's a little off.
Look into the pool.
Great, okay.
Concentrate on the surface. You will feel a small tingle
Yes,
as you do.
good.
Don't
Awesome.
worry about it. It's just the handshaking protocols
Great.
kicking in.
I want some sauce.
Okay.
Just relax and watch.
Man, please stop asking.
The Norns are fey creatures, always together and speaking as one entity, but divided
Cream is
into
usually
three
here. I think
distinct
left is cream.
personalities.
I feel it. This
So
this
try
bag.
not to stare.
This bag's feeling creamy.
Most of
Feel a
them
little
don't
sloshy
like
right now. Feel
attention.
it kind of slopping around in
Remember
there
that
like a
this
big
is
old
their
mayonnaise
world,
sandwich.
not ours. There are some things even gods should not intrude upon.
Your cream sense is off.
Or there was something else in that bag.
Great, thank you. Chicken with potatoes. We got that one. There you go.
I want some spaghetti.
Oh.
I think it's a middle one. I think spaghetti.
That's where it was the last time.
Yeah, I'm feeling middle. Spaghetti's very.
Milk so far hasn't appeared on the left side. It's been middle and the other side.
The Norns welcome you, Adept Freya.
Okay, lemon.
Long has it been since you brought another. And this must be
Chocolate
powder.
soup.
We definitely need to spend more time together.
That's
You're still
absolutely
recovering,
a
wise
thing.
ones.
Do you not speak,
Nothing like coming
beautiful?
home from a long day.
Are you gifted
eating up
only
some
with looks?
chocolate soup.
And
Oh,
not
it's
with
been
a
hard
tongue?
on the
Or
steel
is it
girders
that
at the
this
construction
witch
site today.
holds
It's been a
some
cold
spell
one.
over you?
I am
Hope you got
gifted
me a
with a
nice
great
warm
many
bowl of
things,
soup.
wench.
Favorite
Oh my,
chocolate
he has a
soup.
fiery heart. What business brings you
Okay,
to
I
us,
had a
realm?
kid.
We
There was a
seek
popular kid in my
information.
school growing up.
Balder
who
hunts a beast.
It
swore
appears
his
resistant
favorite
to most of
food
our weapons.
Was milk.
It is unlike the machines we have
Anyone
fought
ever hear of
before.
milk soup?
It hunts
No.
humans
It was
for
a thing
food.
that only
We
this band-
can
similar to
assist
you and
in your
your
quest for
peanut butter
knowledge.
tomato mayonnaise
Take
sandwiches.
this.
I stand.
It is
No,
a
no
blueprint
mayonnaise with
module
it.
for something that may prove
No.
useful in your quest.
Among other things,
but like,
it will allow
everyone has
you
their like
entrance
weird family. Like
into
this is
our
the thing that my
world.
family did.
You will be
He
able
had
to
milk
visit
soup and he
us whenever
swore
you
by it. Anyone out there have any milk soup?
Thank
Your generosity is
Great.
unmatched.
Is that what we're feeding?
It shall not go
Milk
to
soup?
waste.
Well, we're feeding him
Your
chocolate soup now.
apprentice
Well,
speaks
sweet
out of turn, Freya. Perhaps he has more
It
than
was in the
just
middle
a
the first time we saw
touch
it.
of
Yeah.
the weird.
The weird?
It is their way of divining the future.
Your will shines like a beacon to us. Though in truth, all living
You have any weird
things
ones,
share the
Ash?
same fate.
Beauty.
No, I think I'm
When
pretty
an
normal.
organism's
Yeah.
purpose,
Yeah.
no matter how trivial, is in
bacon.
harmony with
I mean,
the
I
rest
eat my like
of
sweet
creation.
potato and peanut
And
butter
then
in the morning.
Great wheel
That
turns.
sounds yummy, actually.
And
It
all
slaps.
creatures are swept along towards their inevitable death.
So many usages of peanut butter I've never been
And then death.
aware of in the past.
That is the
This very
universal
educational.
weird of the living.
It is only
your
in
weird
the
thing growing
moment between beauty and death
Chocolate
that
soup,
individuals
clearly
Clearly
chocolate
chocolate
soup.
Chocolate soup.
by the choices they make.
Chocolate
is
cream.
open to us
Which is
children.
chocolate
If the
soup.
future is visible
No,
to you,
no, chocolate cream. See,
Will
this
I
whole time I've
defeat
been thinking
this
it's like
beast?
sour cream,
this Grendel,
not like a cream cream.
I was thinking like Aristocat's
You
bowl of
must
cream.
discover
Oh,
that
see,
for
this,
yourself.
but it's so chunky. It feels like it's so chunky on top.
My lord, We found something you might want to check out.
All right, not our.
First Wolf, form a perimeter while I consult with the Norns. Perhaps they can see a way forward that we do not.
Not the best.
Form a perimeter, you
certainly.
runts!
We still don't
We
have
don't
enough
want
for the
goblins
knives.
creeping up on us while he's
But
on
we're
business.
really
What's he gonna do? Pray.
screwed if
He
we don't have a way
prays
to
to
cover the
Odin
bags
that he
if we're
may
getting
bring
a lot of
battle
anger
and
We
our
are getting a lot of
death.
anger points, and I'm
Our
assuming
passage to
this
Valhalla. You
knocks him
two are
down back
quite
to
the party.
0.
You know that?
That's 100 points though. I think we buy.
20-point pair of scissors.
I think we buy 3 scissors. And we buy. I kind of figure the flashlight's gonna be important.
Yeah.
For this one. I think you're escalating that flashlight. Okay, we're gonna buy 3 scissors and a flashlight. Brr, let's grind it up! Determined to get this knife. 40.
I support.
Oh my gosh, 40.
Oh,
that's everything.
both.
Oh,
That's a game changer.
That's really good, actually. That's awesome.
I want fish.
Ooh, wow, that's a sad fish.
I want an egg.
Great.
I want a cheeseburger.
Awesome.
I want some tomato soup.
And soup.
Yeah.
Save it.
We soon have discovered how to
How do you
use
feel
our
about the
gift.
meatballs? Or the
Many
little, like,
of the
rabbit
wells in your
pellets that are
world
on it.
have
It just not look appetizing.
for centuries.
Neglected,
It's not
like
great.
so many
And
other
meatballs should not be
things.
that
This
small,
has
though.
left areas of our world
That is
inaccessible.
Use the spider to revitalize these forgotten wells, wherever you may find them.
And we will ensure it is
Now we hear
worth your
flashlight.
while.
Which was.
And then arrows. Yep, and then click.
He wants a potato.
Good call.
Fried fish with salad. I think we gotta cut it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fried fish with salad.
It doesn't look very fried.
I guess
Oh.
now.
Blenders do wonderful things these days.
Wow.
Amazing.
A little bit of everything.
I want a donut.
Okay, donut
Oh,
was this one.
yeah, you saw it for a second.
I want a bacon.
Oh my gosh, my goodness.
I want some ice.
Ice is
Ice.
this one.
Yeah. I like that we get to see it for that half
I
second.
want a glass of milk.
Ooh,
Now.
do we use our last scissor?
I think here's the thing. Whether or not we use it now, like at some point we'll probably have to use it, so we might
Yes.
as well.
Yep.
Okay.
I want some carrot soup.
Man, we have to
Any
get
idea why we're out here?
Right?
Or the
Birds and
goblins
stuff
are
real
using
fast.
this
I did
place
not
as a forward
anticipate it
base.
being,
A
this
forward base
aggressive.
for what?
Oh,
Okay,
shoot.
Runs,
that's why
put
the
up and
knife
shut up.
felt
This is a
within
combat
reach.
mission, not a vacation.
Right, we were so close.
Yeah.
We were so close, Amy.
Oh.
I was a bit too stingy.
I want a cheeseburger.
Oh no.
Cheeseburger is more often on this side. Clearly.
I want a cheeseburger.
Oh, that's
I mean,
bags and
it's
dark, because
dark.
this was
It's-
sauce.
Wow.
I want to
Yes!
eat some chocolate.
Oh.
Epic double win. Chocolate?
Yes.
You just want chocolate, right? No, like, tomato soup chocolate or whatever.
Not that I heard.
I want fish.
Great,
Ish.
yes. Keep those lights on.
I want strawberry.
Great, that's that one.
I was like, not cherries.
Make the dumbest mistake.
I want a chocolate cocktail.
Chocolate cocktail?
That's what you mix with milk?
I wouldn't call it that.
I wouldn't call that chocolate milk.
Agree to disagree here, Mr.
It's
Tomato.
bubbly, though.
It is. Frothy.
I want a carrot.
Carrots in the center.
Yeah.
I want
Yes.
a drink of lemonade.
Great. Can serve that up. Look at us. Flying.
Woo!
I want some spaghetti with tomato sauce.
Oh. So spaghetti has mainly been in these two spots.
When you say tomato sauce, are you referring to this ketchup bottle?
Well, does that mean that the spaghetti that they've been eating is just empty noodles, plain noodles with weird meatballs?
Yeah, I guess it's just plain noodles.
Are you putting everything in there?
Well, the thing is, I know apparently those two things did not mix,
Oh.
and so now I have to Sorry about that. Bye.
Not ask for this.
Oh no.
I want a cheeseburger.
Great. Okay.
I want lemon.
No! No! Oh, this is getting bad. Oh, this is getting bad.
Oh, so we need to buy like 100 pairs of scissors.
We have 12 more, too. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Okay, lemon is right more often?
Yeah.
You did fine, pup. Thank you, sir. I ain't the first wolf. Call me